Well, a wonderful Thursday evening, race fans. Welcome to the Dirt Racing Network and our live coverage of the RedDriver Mighty Midget Series tonight. Fairbury American Legion Speedway. Double header as always on Thursday nights when the midgets are around. Got about 13 drivers checked in. We're missing a few. We got a couple that are going to be out. We got a couple that I don't know where they're at, but hopefully they'll get here in the next minute and a half and make the first show, or they'll show up for the second show. Some quick stats. We have had 12 different events at this track with the Mighty Midget Series. Craig Silby, the all-time wins leader. He has 5. Josh Gerlach has 3. And a host of other drivers have 1 apiece. Currently, even though he hasn't made the last couple of races and will not make this one or the next one, Brendan Rogers still holds a 13-point lead in the championship over Bo Brandon. 104 points over Gerlach. Parmley 108 back and Barros 120 back. That's the 2024 C Series points. Your Ironman points, it is almost a foregone conclusion at 194-point lead that Bo Brandon is an absolute dominating force in that Ironman series. Craig Silby is in third. Billy Barros and David Krikorian in the top 5. Last time we raced was a couple of weeks ago, and Cody Parmley took both of those races, so he will be the hot shoe, and he will start at the back of tonight's first A main, no matter what else happens. Next week, we wrap the season up at Kern County. A special note for tonight, this will be Craig Silby's 99th and 100th official starts in the series. There are 4 drivers. Josh Gerlach, Billy Barros, and David Krikorian have already made it to 100, and Silby joins that very, very lofty group tonight. Most starts in the series. For those with over 100 starts in the series. Sorry, I read that wrong. In his 98 starts, he's got 82 top 10s, 64 top 5s, 54 podiums. He's 25 out of those 82 are wins, and he is the 2022B and 2024A season champion in the series. Robert Lynn will hit that 100 mark here before too long. He's got a few races to go, and we haven't seen him in a little bit. But we are ready for race number 1. It's going to be Reed Brochart, the 93 on the pole, and Josh Gerlach in the 71 on that front row beside him. Bo Brandon in the 49 will start row 2 to the inside next to Mike Gebhardt in the 81. Cody Parmley will start the 3rd row on the inside. He drives the 16 car, and he starts next to the 28 of Bob Yankee. And on the back, the 38 of Billy Barros. Barros got a little bit to make up if he is going to get to the front. We're getting ready to go green already. Heat race number 1 of 2 in session number 1. And a green flag into the air. We're underway. Round number 7. RedDriver Mighty Midget Series, and that was Bo Brandon. He did the slider in 1 and 2, clipped the tire just a little, raised the front end of the car up. I thought he had damage. Now I don't see it. I thought that left front tire was falling off of it, but maybe it was just wobbling around. Brochart still has a lead, but Parmley came from 5th starting position, and he is working on trying to get up there, feeding on the bottom, right around the tires down to the inside. And that is a little off camber right there. That kind of leans into the track instead of leaning down towards the infield. And he is making good use of it. Got around Gerlach for 2nd, now working on Brochart for 3rd, and he may have left the door open right there. Did Reed Brochart. I thought Parmley was just going to kick it open and drive right through it. Now he'll take it out of turn 2, so 5th to 1st for Cody Parmley. Gerlach's going to go to the high side, try to take 2nd away. Brandon has caught back up and now takes 3rd away from Gerlach on the bottom, so it looks like the bottom very good right now around the track. Redraw, top 2 will be the read. Maybe the top 3. I think they take the top 2. Maybe when we only have 2 heats, they take the top 3. We'll know in a minute, but it's probably just the top 2 that I can recall. Yankee and Barros are at the back. They're quite a ways back here, but they're battling each other. That's for 6th and 7th. But we come to the checks in Heat 1. Parmley 5th to 1st. Brochart 1st to 2nd. Gerlach Fourth to third, Bo Brennan. Fifth to fourth. And then Mike Geppard. In fifth, Billy Barros and Bobby Yonke. Last two in that finishing field. We'll head for heat race number 2, and we'll see the 13 of Wayne Anelski start on the pole next to the 55 of Steven Spieth. The 88 will be Riley Scott, row 2 on the inside, and he'll have David Krikorian in the 66 on his outside. And then you'll see the number 7 of the Kiwi Conqueror, Craig Silvey. Start number 99 for him right here. He starts row 3 to the inside, and he'll have the 21 of Garrett Boyd on his outside. Don't be afraid to say hi in the chat, guys. Let us know where you're watching from. If you got a favorite driver, shout them out. Nothing else on the docket this week. Next week, Tuesday and Thursday only. Announcements coming out from some of the other series. We'll get to those in a minute. But the green flag in the air for Heat 2. Nelsie's going to get a quick start. He'll go through 1 and 2 with the lead. Here comes Riley Scott. Up to second, down the inside. Craig Silvey really getting low in there. He moved Spieth up the hill a little bit. Oh, Riley Scott lifted the front wheels down the front stretch, put it down, and got right into the left side of Silvey's machine, taking he and Silvey out of contention in this one. Anelski, Spieth, Krikorian, and Boyd 1 through 4. And Boyd's working the high side now, goes into the middle. He's trying to take third away from Krikorian, and he'll have it right there. Krikorian with problems down the front stretch. He loops the car as he nicks the tire going into 1. Scott and Silvey back here a little ways back. They're almost a full lap down there, just about a straightaway ahead of the leader, Wayne Anelski. So Anelski comes around. 3 to go for the leader. Top 3 go through. Now come out of 2 and go into turn 3. You can see everybody's staying right down in the bottom 2 grooves down there. And Anelski's able to hang on, keep the lead. White flag coming out. Session 1 heat race is about to be over with. That means we will have the dash and the feature will be all that's remaining. As Anelski wins and goes into the redraw, Steven Spieth will join him. Boyd 3rd, Krikorian 4th, Silvey and Scott 5 and 6. And I think Riley Scott drove a lot of that race there with a broken car because he set the front tires down at the end of the front stretch and just absolutely drove right into the left side of Silvey's car. No redraw. No redraw. Is Craig around? I wish Craig was here for me to talk to him. Oh, he is. Craig is there. Craig Silvey, you got a copy.
Roger.
What are you doing, my man? You ready to recover from whatever that was in your heat race right there?
That was awkward. Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened there, but oh well. You can only go forwards from here.
Yeah, no kidding. Starts number 99 and 100. You're joining a pretty elite bunch up here. There's only 4 of you that have 100 starts in the series, and depending on if you win either one of these 2 features, I mean, you're sitting on 25. That is a quarter of your starts as wins. That's a pretty good track record.
Yeah, it was a good track record early on, but there hasn't been too many of those wins in the last quarter.
Well, I mean, you know, we're going to go look at the overall body of the work. We're not going to break it down into little pieces. You know, I'm giving you a lot of credit on this stuff. But, you know, yeah, it has been challenging. You've seen a lot of new guys come. They're really fast. It's made it a whole lot more challenging. I feel like maybe it's made it a whole lot more fun for the fans. It's definitely made it more interesting from the booth. And in your perspective, a big improvement to the series?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the more the merrier. And the guys that are coming in are all really, really good, as you can see. Cody Palmley, I've raced against him for a long time, and yeah, he pretty much always beats us. He's so good. Brandon Rogers, Tebow, these guys are all so fast, and all these other guys are getting faster and faster, and so the racing's fantastic fun all the way through the field.
Yeah, it looks like, like I said, depending on where you're at, you're sitting on 25, maybe 26 or 27 comes tonight. Two-time champion of the series, and you got to be kind of itching to pick up a third, and at least the outer part of your hand have enough rings on it.
Really, I really don't care about the points or the championship or any of that. I'm just loving the racing, if I'm racing for 10th or if I'm racing for 2nd, I'm just loving the racing. I don't really care about the numbers.
Well, that's awesome, man. Congrats on the milestone. We're going to wish you a lot of luck. We know you got a lot of work to do, at least in this first one. So we'll keep an eye on you. Hopefully we get to talk to you at the end of this deal.
Thanks a lot, Roger, and thanks to the Dirt Racing Network for showing the world what we do. This is cool. Hopefully we get to chat to you in the race.
All right, man. Get out there and give them hell, buddy. That's Craig Silvey. The redraw is only with the 3. That's weird. Oh, because Parmley won, he gets to go to the back, so he won't be in that redraw. So Steven Spieth will be our pole sitter. Reed Brochart will be on the outside, and then Wayne Adelski inside of row number 2. So of the 4, 3 got to make the redraw because Hot Shoe does not need redraw. He will be going to the back, and he will start in position number 13. After watching his heat race, I don't know how much of a challenge it will be for him to get up here. And since a lot of these guys leave the bottom open for him, probably going to make it a lot easier than it's going to sound. That guy is just so fast. 16 car has been fast since the day he showed up here. And he has given these guys some serious competition. Picking up win after win. He was way out of it because he missed the first 3 or 4 races of the season. And now he's only 108 points back. And with the champion gone for the rest of the season, or the defending series champion and the current points leader gone for the rest of the season, it is not out of the realm for him to pick up enough points to possibly get this, depending on what the guys in front of him do. Now, Bo Brandon is going to have really, really bad nights. But it's not out of the realm of possibility with 4 races left. He just needs to make up 29 points a race. The smaller fields make that a lot more difficult to do. But I think we're getting down to it. I think it's about time for him to advance session and get us ready to go feature racing tonight. Bo Brandon cannot have a moment with a tire on the infield, and he sure does love to skirt them. He likes to get about as close as you can. He needs some good, solid runs. He can keep his Ironman points lead way up, and he can close in and maybe get that elusive season championship. I know he's thinking big picture, but he has got an opportunity right here to win a season title with the current points leader and defending series champ out of the country for the rest of the year. Or the rest of this season, anyway. All right, about to get to it. Feature number 1. 30 laps of green flag racing. Double header, so once this one's over, don't go anywhere. You're going to see that 16 car drop all the way to the tail end of the field. The 55 will move to the pole position. Reed Brochart will jump to the outside of row number 1. Wayne Anelski will jump to the inside of row number 2. Then the 21 of Garrett Boyd will be next to Anelski, and it'll be Gerlach and Krikorian in row 3. Row 4 will be Brandon and Silby. Gebhardt and Scott in row 5. Barros and Yankee will make up row number 6, and Cody Parmalee will jump to the back. Hot shoe for winning both features last time we were out. We'll get the shuffle done here. We'll get everything kind of confirmed. They'll go single file. We'll take the green. Everybody will get lined up where they're supposed to go on the second green flag lap. And once we come out of turn 4 on that second lap, the pole sitter will officially start the race. After that, cautions will be shown if there is a need, but the laps won't count under those caution periods. We'll do 30 green flag laps. We'll talk to our top 3 and get ready for session number 2. Session 2, quite a bit different than session 1. That is a qualifying session to start things off with the top 5 locked into the feature. Everybody else will go through the last chance qualifier. The winner from that LCQ will then join the redraw. And we'll go to our 30-lap feature and enforce the redraw before we begin. All right, out of 4. Green flag coming out. Feature number 1 for the RedDriver Mighty Midgets at Fairbury American Legion Speedway underway. Saw a little move from Garrett Boyd right there. Slid up in front of Bo Brandon, and Brandon clipped that right rear tire with his left front. Brandon's mired in traffic. Spieth leading it. Anelski 3 wide right there with Gerlach and Brochart fighting for second right now. We're going to look back. Parmalee still at the back. He hasn't started to make his charge yet. I think he's waiting to see if these guys are going to do anything drastic here. Bo Brandon stuck behind Wayne Anelski, and here comes Craig Silby. And Silby will go right down to the inside. Take the spot away from Bo Brandon. Now he's going after Anelski. Start 99 for the driver of the 7 car right here. Looking for win number 26, and he may be on his way. Good drive right past Anelski to put him into 3rd. Now he's got to go get Spieth. Gerlach has gone to the front. Josh Gerlach takes over the point. Anelski took the spot back from Silby. This time out of 4, Silby's going to try to get it back. He's got the inside line. Now Parmalee. Parmalee's up to 8th. Hung back for a couple of laps. They started to sort things out. Now he's on a tear through the field. Silby had a moment where the front end came off the ground coming out of 4. He had to pedal it a little. Now takes 3rd away from Wayne Anelski. Gerlach starting to inch his way out in front of Spieth. Let's go back here and catch Parmalee. Caution, Bo Brandon, Billy Barros. We definitely don't want to see that. 49 car and the 38. Oh, 49 car got into the right rear of Gebhardt. Flipped the car up, and Billy Barros just clipped him right there. Wow. So the one thing I said Bo Brandon couldn't do is the one thing that he went ahead and did. So Gerlach, Spieth, Silby, Anelski, Brochart, Gebhardt. Parmalee, Barros, Krikorian, Boyd, Yankee, Scott is the running order on the restart. Now Craig Silby a little bit closer to the front, takes the spot away from Spieth, moving to second. And now he's hunting the front, looking for a move on Gerlach, and Gerlach stumbled on the top side of 3 and 4. That opened the door, and here comes the conqueror. Craig Silby, almost to the point. He just about had the lead that time. Can he grab it out of 2? Had it into 3. Does he have it coming out of 4? Clips the tractor tire just a tiny bit, lifted the front end up. He led the lap, but Gerlach went right back by. Now it's a crossover from Silby. He's got the lead. Don't look now. There's the 16 car, and he's lurking second, third, fourth, depending on what footage of the track we're on. Parmalee now right around the inside, had second momentarily. We are halfway through this time by. Silby has the lead. Parmalee is trying to work his way underneath the 7 car. On the outside, Gerlach's got it wound up, high side racing. And Gerlach's going to go to the lead from the top side out of 2. So the outside's starting to come together again. It's a battle on the bottom. 4 second right now. Silby trying to hang on, make a run at Gerlach. Gerlach is just riding the top side, cuts it down about mid-corner, big drive off. That time a little too feisty getting into 3 and 4. Bumps the fence, throws a couple sparks. Doesn't slow the car down a bit. We'll go back to the battle. That time a slip from Silby, and now Parmalee's got the inside. Parmalee didn't push the issue, and he'll fall back to third as Silby kept him pinned down very low. Gerlach started to ease his way away from these guys. That high side really working for the 71 car. Steven Spieth still in fourth, started on the pole. Here comes Billy Barrows, slider on Gebhardt. Gebhardt crossed him back over pretty easily. Now Parmalee's going to the top side. Says, I can't get around him on the bottom. I'll see if I can do what Josh is doing up here. Laps ticking off pretty quickly. We're going to be 7 to go this time. Parmalee closing in on Silby. Gerlach stays up top. This time Parmalee goes by Silby, immediately goes back to the bottom, went to the top just long enough to make the pass on Craig Silby. Got to make up a half second. Going to have 4 laps to get that done. They're almost 3 wide for the lead. Gerlach not using the cut down line anymore, and I think it's hurting his overall speed. 3 to go. Parmalee was almost there. Gerlach has trouble getting out at 2. Parmalee goes to the lead. Now Gerlach goes back to the cut down, but here comes Silby. Silby's got the middle working with 2 to go. This time Silby misses the line a little bit. White flag coming out. Side by side. Parmalee right there. Silby out of 2. Silby has the lead. Goes to the bottom in 3 and 4. The Kiwi conquer. In start number 99. Wins the 26th time in his midget career with Netcode Esports. Parmalee second. Gerlach, Spieth, and Barrows. So we'll grab our drivers. don't see Cody yet. We'll give him a minute. Hopefully he'll show up in the chat here. Josh Gerlach, got a copy.
What's up, Roger? How we doing?
Not too bad. That was a pretty doggone exciting race right there. You guys were all over each other those last few laps.
Yeah, I was gonna say if that wasn't great racing there, I don't know what else we could do. That it was a lot of fun from my seat. Went from the lead to third real quick, but sometimes that's how it goes.
Yeah, 12 times we've been here. You've got I think 4 wins, and Craig has 5. And you were real close to matching him up there. Looked like the top was working, and then you quit using that cut down. What changed you those last few laps? Because I feel like that maybe cost you a shot at a legitimate win here.
Yeah, I think I just went a little too hard, about 3-5 laps too soon, and felt like I needed to keep the momentum up through 1 and 2 up top, and to try to keep the cut down going. And honestly, Craig just went to the middle line about a lap before I was going to, and then he was gone. So. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, it's always good when you can battle with guys like Craig and Cody.
Well, some awesome racing, man. I know we got a second session coming up here. Can we see something similar out of the 71 car for session 2?
Yeah, that's the plan. I always like coming here. I don't know what it is. It just seems to suit my driving style, I guess. But yeah, that's the plan. Hopefully we get through the qualifying and not have to run that qualifier race and start up front again.
All right, man, give me some shout-outs before we let you head over.
Yeah, I want to just thank Netcode Brand, netcodebrand.com, alwaysraceday.com, Victory Fuel, everybody that shows up here each and every week. Also, go to mininationals.netcodeesports.com, sign up for our Mini Nationals event. It's in 2 weeks, raising money for charity, and it should be a real good time. And you, Roger, of course.
All right, man, thanks for chatting with us, and good luck in session number 2.
Appreciate it.
I can't get rid of the guy. There he goes. Josh Gerlach finishing in 3rd. And he had to start hot shoe. He drove it from the back. He was really, really close to snatching that one away from both Josh Gerlach and Craig Silvey. But Cody Parmley just 1 spot short.
That was fun. I was just taking it easy throughout the race. I mean, I was trying to follow Craig and see if he would slip up for me to pass him, but he never did. I mean, he did one time, but I wasn't going to force the issue. But yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it looked like the first 3, 4, 5 laps, you were kind of waiting for that mob in front of you to sort themselves out. But once they did, it didn't take you very long to charge through the field. It seemed like it got hardest when you got to those top 2.
Yeah, I was just waiting for some mistakes. I mean, I couldn't really go to the top because I was slow. Looks like Josh had it figured out up there. Craig was on the bottom, so it was really... And I was fast on the bottom, so I just followed Craig, wait for a mistake. But that big group in front of me, I mean, I was just trying to find lines. And then after I split them, or after we split up, I just went to the bottom where I knew I was fast.
Well, an awesome run nonetheless. Kicks you off the hot shoe. You going to let the horses run the next time?
Yeah, I'm going to try. I mean, I'm probably just going to have fun. Try to find lines that no one else runs, but yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens.
All right, man, give me a couple quick shout outs and we'll let you head for session number 2.
Thank you for streaming and Josh for putting on the race.
All right, man. Man, a few words, folks. Appreciate it, Cody. Good luck in session 2.
Thank you.
That's Cody Parmley, man, the fastest guy in the room, and he just does not say a whole lot when you give him the mic. And now we'll get him in here. He parks it in start number 99. That's win number 26 for the Kiwi Conqueror. Craig Silvey, you got it done, my friend.
Hey, Roger, that's how we do. From grid 10 to the P1, like that.
That was a pretty exciting race. If somebody that watched that didn't like it, I'm not sure they're a race fan.
Oh, mate, I am so looking forward to watching the Dirt Racing Network coverage of that because that was a whole lot of fun to be part of. I got to thank Josh Gerlach for showing me the way around because I wasn't going to survive there in front of Cody. He's the bottom feeder. He's the number 1 bottom feeder. So I had to find something else to do. And, yeah, I found that track that Josh was on, and, yeah, hey, off we went.
Yeah, it looked like he was running the cut down. Then you jumped into the middle and kind of took that cut down away, and that ended up being what ultimately propelled you by him. And then at the very end, I mean, Cody was there. You had to really work to get those last 2 laps to get around him.
Oh, you're right there, man. Like if you can get around Cody Palmley, you're doing something right. Like that guy is just so precise, and so much fun to race with. Like I was saying to him earlier, like him and I used to race officials together, and that's how we raced every race. It was so much fun. So it's good to be back doing that again.
Well, I haven't seen a sweep out of the 7 car in a while, man. It looks like this place is kind of suiting you tonight. Can we get win number 27 and start number 100?
Oh, that would be epic. But yeah, like just coming through the field, like I'm probably gonna go. Oh, I have to start from the back anyway, don't I?
No, I don't think so. You're not Hot Shoe. You've only won 1.
Oh, sweet.
You got to win 2 in a row.
Oh, okay. Oh, sweet as. Well, I'll engineer it so I start from the back anyway, because that's where the fun is.
All right, man. Shout outs and some thank yous, and we'll let you go over there and start prepping for session 2.
I really have to thank RedDriver for coming on board this season. That's every time we get a new sponsor, it seems to elevate the series even higher and greater. It attracts the best of the best, and the guys that know how to race hard and clean and know how to have fun. So thanks very much to RedDriver. Thanks to the Netcode brand. Those guys, look at this. 100 starts. Well, my next start will be my 100th start, and I'm seriously looking forward to 100 more. This is the place to race. Digital Sim Sports Network and their Dirt Racing Network putting this online for the world to see. It's something I'm looking forward to watching after this. So thanks, guys.
All right, man. Congrats on the win in start number 99. We'll look forward to seeing what you do in start number 100, sir.
Thanks, Roger. Thanks a lot.
That is the Kiwi Conqueror, Craig Silby, picking up the win. Maybe those 2 starts at 99 and 100 are magical. I don't know. Here's the official results. Sylvie Parmley and Gerlach, 1, 2, 3. Steven Spieth, a good run for Steven tonight, 4th place. Billy Barros with a great run. He would be the hard charger. No, he would not be the hard charger. Craig Silby was the hard charger, and the winner, Barros, would have been close. He picked up 6 spots en route to a 5th place finish. Anelski 6th, Gebhardt 7th, Boyd was 8th, Yonke 9th, Krikorian 10th, Brochart 11th, Scott 12th, and Brandon disappointingly finishing in 13th. It won't kill him in the points. It won't help him either. And I know he's big picture racing for the Ironman. And with Gerlach finishing so far ahead of him, that'll close the gap a little bit. So we will get ready for session number 2. We are not going to shut the stream down. We are just going to go ahead and throw up our beautiful, wonderful logo. We're going to toss on a couple of tunes. Got to go get an adult beverage and get ready to log in and run session number 2. So we'll be back in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. If you can't stay with us, thanks for being here. Godspeed to you. Peace and love. Keep it dirty at all times. Come back and see us as soon as you can. Everybody else, hang tight. We'll be right back.
About 12 p.m. Too much Jack and too much gin. My head's still pounding like a big bass drum. I'm reaching over for an aspirin, but they're already gone. Another crazy night in this cowboy's life. 'Cause I do what I wanna, do what I please, and all the bartenders let me drink for free. Everybody knows my name, and to me, you know it's just a game. Well, I get on stage and give the fans my heart, singing every night in a local bar. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard. It's a day in the life of a hillbilly rock star. There's a lot I learned, and everything I got I worked hard to earn. I give it all up because I love my people wanna live like me. It's 'cause I do what I wanna, do what I please, and all the bartenders let me drink for free. Everybody knows my name, and to me, you know it's just a game. Well, I get on stage and give the fans my heart, sing it every night in a local bar. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard. It's a day in the life of a hillbilly rock star. We roll into town, got a country swagger, keep the music turned up and got moves like Haggard. You can find us hanging out every night. It's a little bucked up, but we're all alright. Don't hurt the dream. Hey, let me hear you sing that I do what I want, do what I please, and all the bartenders let me drink for free. Everybody knows my name, and to me, you know it's just a game. Well, I get on stage and give the fans my heart, 'cause thanks to them, I'm a big old star. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard. It's a day in the life of a hillbilly rock star. Hillbilly rock star. You don't love me like you used to, if you still love me at all. I ain't a fool and I can read that writing on the wall. Well, it's clear to see you want so bad to leave me here alone. No time to cry, so I guess that I'll just have to move along. You don't wanna break my heart, yet you still wanna go. How I dread to hear the sound, the closing of the door. And I know your love is dying and you wanna be set free. So get it done, it's time to run, baby, here's your chance to leave. I've done everything a man can do to keep you satisfied.
All righty, we made it into session number 2.
I've got to show is gonna be
Looks like we're short a driver. We're waiting for them to make it into the session. While we do, I want to get somebody. Bo, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, my man. I said right before they took off, or all y'all took off for session number 1 feature, there's only one bad thing that can happen that might hurt Bo Brandon from taking over the points lead in the 2024 C season. And by God, you did
Yeah, it
exactly
happened.
what I said don't do.
Yeah, it happened. I'm not having a great night so far, and looking to change my luck here.
Well, I was going to ask you, now that has already happened, what's your approach going to be for session 2? Are you just going to let it hang out, or are you going to be pretty cautious and try to protect a little bit of, the positions and try not to let these guys put you in bad spots?
I'm just going to try to qualify well, which I rarely, if ever, do, and take the race kind of a lap at a time, or chunks at a time, and take what they're giving me, and hopefully I don't end up in a tire or in a wall again. We're gonna just give it our best shot and try to put the Varix.com 49 car in victory lane.
Well, with only 3 races left in the season, it is well within your grasp to pick up that championship on your way to what looks like a foregone conclusion for the Ironman here this year, but we can't have any more turtle shells.
Yeah, that's true. That's been the key for my Ironman lead. I think I'm up by like 200 points or something, and it's precisely avoiding races like the last one. So I had a long streak of nothing but podiums, and there it went.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that too, because the podiums have been very frequent, And all of a sudden to not even see you in the top 5 was, shocking to say the very least.
Well, early on, I was just trying to, gauge where the lines were going to be, where the race was going to go, and, was going to be there at the end, I thought, but that usually got to have the wheels on the ground for that to happen.
All right, man. Well, good luck to you in this session. Hopefully you'll get back on that podium string at the very least.
Thanks, Roger. Appreciate it.
That is driver of the 49, Bo Brandon. He is the Ironman points leader by a country mile, but that season championship just not there. He's been so close, too. Very, very close. We're going to get ready for qualifying. Looking for cars to start rolling out. Here's a 93 GoPro machine of Reed Brochart. He'll be the first that I see hitting the racing surface. All right, Cody Pomley. I asked him, was he going to let the horses run? And by almost 0.3 of a second at 11:95, he is by far the quickest in the room. Yonke, Barros, Brochard, and Nelski, your top 5. Boyd just outside. Bo Brandon finishing up his last lap, it looks like. And you heard him say, not great in the qualifying, and that did not change as he is 8th fastest right now. Kiwi Conquer, feature winner in session number 1 out here. Steven Spieth jumps to 2nd in that 55 car, quarter second off the lead. Silby over a second off in qualifying. He is just going to stay up on the top side. And barely picked up. He is 1.2 seconds off of. So 11:95, Parmalee, your quick qualifier. Spieth, Krikorian, Yonke, and Barros all locked into the feature. We'll see everybody else in the B main. The winner of that last chance qualifier / B main will join those 5 in the redraw and has an opportunity to get extra laps on the track and still draw for pole position. So we'll see who that will be. Parmalee still out here kind of making some laps. Qualifying going to wrap up and come to an end here just momentarily. Brochart and Nelski, Boyd and Gerlach, Gebhardt, Brandon, and Silby. And you look at those bottom 2 there in that qualifying, and the final 2 starters here in this last chance qualifier. And, they're guys that we see on the podium or picking up wins. Craig Silby won feature number 1 less than 5 minutes ago. And, the slowest qualifier in the room in this one. And that could be by design. I don't know. We'll just have to see. But starting lineup in that LCQ, whoever wins this goes into the redraw with the other 5 drivers for a shot at the pole for tonight's second 30-lap A main. It's going to be the 93 of Brochart next to the 13 of Anelski. Your second row, 21 of Boyd. He'll have guy that finished 3rd in the first race, the 71 of Josh Gerlach. on his outside. Then Gephardt and Brandon in row number 3, and Silby out back for this one as the green flag flies. Brochart, a couple seasons ago, went from an also ran to a contender. Bo Brandon fires through the field back there. Wow. Let's go back real quick and see what happened here. Oh, yeah, he got pushed out there. Got into Boyd, got a little bit of Gerlach. So he got shoved out there. That's what happened to him. And it is still Brochart at the front, Anelski second, Silby now up to third, and he was challenging right there. Gerlach fourth, Boyd fifth, Gebhardt sixth. Brandon, broken car, took it to the infield. He will start dead last in the A main for session number 2 tonight. Well, he has got a mountain to climb. A lot of laps left. Will Craig Silby up on 2, the back 2, and he had no steering, and that car was going left in a hurry. Trying to run the bottom. It looks to me like it's kind of a middle entry cut down to the bottom mid-turn kind of track at the moment. Whatever it is, it's at the very bottom. Gerlach is trying to make that work as well. Boyd, not really a great bottom feeder. Ooh, front end up off the ground again. He is riding a Bronco right now. 21 car bucking and jolting all over the place, and Gephardt goes by on the middle and the high side. So we'll go back to the front because it's 3 to go, and the battle's heating up for second. Silby's got it back down under control, and he is starting to make some noise down here. He went lower than Anelski. I think Anelski tried to squeeze that door closed. Silby was already there, wheel to wheel. Brochart trying to hang on for the win. A white flag in the air. Brochart going to try to punch his ticket and get into the redraw. Coming out of 4, Silby got close, but Brochart will win it. He'll be in the redraw. Silby, Anelski, Gerlach, then Gephardt, Boyd, and Bo Brandon last in this one, but it is all 93 card. Brochart will have a shot at the pole for winning the LCQ. So a little bit of warm-up time. We'll see how long they're going to give them. That man's got a lot of work to do tonight. Started the night off bad, and it has not improved. Leader in the Ironman points had a string, I mean a very long string of podium finishes. And here at Fairbury tonight, with a chance to get in there and take over the points lead, has just had a miserable experience. He was only 13 points out, so there's a pretty good chance he's going to get the points lead anyway because Brendan Rogers is not here. But Josh Gerlach able to close the gap quite a bit as well. We've got the redraw. And boy, it is going to be a long night for the rest of the field because Parmley will have the pole for the second session. He started out back for the first one and drove and had a shot at the win and got it snatched away by Craig Silby and all closing laps. Steven Spieth will start outside row 1, then Krikorian and Yankee in row 2, and Barros and Brochart in row 3. So not really a change from how they qualified. The only swap is Yeah, the last couple from third on back. So the top two get to stay where they're at. Everybody else will do the shuffle except for Reed Brochart. It's about that time. 30 more laps. Final feature of the evening, round number 7. Red Driver Mighty Midgets. It's going to be Parmley and Spiess on the front row. Then it'll be Barros and Krikorian row 2, Yonke and Brochart row 3. Sylvian and Elski in row 4, Gerlach and Gephardt row 5, Boyd and Brandon in row 6. And Bo Brandon just having a miserable night here at Fairbury. But right now I'm going to throw it out there. 16 cars starting up front. He is going to make it a very, 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 very long night in this second session for the rest of these guys. They are going to just be playing catch me if you can. As we'll get them squared away. Single file right now. Parmley drove it from 13th to the lead in session 1 and then fell back to second on the last couple laps as Silby snuck around the outside and picked up the win. So takes the hot shoe off of him, and he will start where he drew or qualified, and it just happened to be that that's where he qualified was P1. So everybody looks like they're going to be where they're going to be. We're going to double them up. Coming out of turn 4, final feature of the evening, 30 laps. Green flag racing. We'll wait for Parmley to get us started. Parmley on the throttle, and we're officially underway for session number 2 in Red Driver Mighty Midget Series at Fairbury Speedway. Round number 7. Parmley's going to drive away from the field by 15 car lengths in lap 1. The battle is right there. Silby and Barros were almost touching, getting through 3 and 4. Silby's getting up here to third. He is running on the bottom. I don't know. There's a lot of grip down there, and everybody's picking the front end up off the exits of the corners. I think the middle, maybe the top, is going to be where it's supposed to be at. Parmley's making the bottom work like nobody else in the room can right now. Spiess second. Silby edges out Barros for third. Yonke right on top of him. Yonke trying to make a 3 wide. Barros goes up the hill. Yonke goes to fourth, and now it's 3 wide behind him. Barros on top. Krikorian was in the middle, and Elski slid by and giving Elski the 5th spot. Here comes Gerlach charging back from his poor qualifying effort, trying to get in the top 6. Finds a pro. Garrett Boyd found a problem right there. Boyd will fall to the back. Tight racing. This is a small track. Going to be right on top of one another. Watching Bo Brandon with a charge through. He's already picked up 6 spots, looking for a couple of more. He'll get those as a gift as Anelski and Yonke tap each other in the middle of turns 1 and 2. Opens the door up. Now up to third. That's Brandon. Gerlach muscled his way past Anelski for 4th. Krikorian into 5th, and now Krikorian's looking for a spot. He's already up alongside Gerlach. A slip out of 4, and that's going to give the spot back to Gerlach running that cut down line. He almost got into the right side of Yonke's car as Yonke's working 1 lane higher than Krikorian, and he takes 5th, 6th spot away. Car on the move at the moment. Bo Brandon, not the quickest car on the track. I don't even want to show you guys the quickest car on the track because, good God, he is gone. He is over half a track ahead of the field. He's getting into lap traffic here in about 3 or 4 laps. He's going to catch Garrett Boyd and Reed Brochart. He's less than a second behind them. Brandon's still 4th. Gerlach is 5th. Yonke is 6th. Krikorian is 7th. Gephardt is 8th, and that's all the single file with any spacing because Anelski knocking on the back door of the 81. It's a ways back to Billy Barros, Reed Brochart, and even further, Garrett Boyd figures out maybe something's wrong with the car, takes it to the infield, doesn't want to be in the way, and that'll do it for the 21 car tonight. Bad night for Boyd. He had actually a good run in the first run. I think he finished about 6th, so maybe a bad run in the second show. Don't know what happened for sure. I know he got involved in some stuff over there, but Parmley is just running wherever he wants to. He's running the fastest laps of any car on the track. And caution is going to come out. Krikorian? Did David Krikorian have a problem? Did he get into Yankee? Oh, yeah, got in there and got in the left rear. And then Gebhardt collects him. Yankee spins out. Barros threads his way through. Yeah, just overcooked it into turn number 1 and got into the left rear of Mike Gebhardt. So we'll bring everybody back together. Parmley, Spieth, Silby, 1, 2, 3, Brandon 4th, Gerlach 5th, Anelski, Barros, Krikorian, Brochart, Gebhardt, and then Yankee. They'll join the back of this. $11 of them still out there. Halfway. Caution came at the halfway mark. Three seconds was the gap when the caution came out, first to second. And Parmley was about to be in lap traffic. So we'll see in the next 15 laps.
Green, green, green.
Has he slowed down? Has anybody else found some speed? Go back here. There goes Craig Silby looking for second. Slide job on Spieth. Whoa, that was close. We're going to caution. We're getting a caution. Car went over. Steven Spieth. Let's go back here. Let's get a little drone cam on these two. Yeah. Looked to me like 7 car, pretty good slider, got there, and Spieth already had the commitment to bite that line down, got up on the right rear of Silby's number 7 and got himself kind of tipped over. Unfortunate. I don't think anybody really did anything dirty. I don't think anybody did anything intentional. I think it was just hard racing, and you can't touch open wheel tires together. It's just a bad recipe. So we're still under the yellow flag. Parmley, Silby, Brandon, Gerlach, Anelski, Barros, Krikorian, Brochart, Gebhardt, Yankee. Spieth in 11th. So he'll move to the back cause of the caution. And we'll get ready to go green this time. 13 laps. Bo Brandon got a pretty good start. Craig Silby did not. Parmley goes to the high side in 1 and 2. Silby to the bottom. Now Parmley to the middle. Silby stays on the bottom, slides out to the middle. That didn't gain him a foot. This bottom side coming out of 2 seems to gain him a little bit of ground. Now he's closer, almost side by side. Parmley on the cut down line, Silby on the bottom, and Parmley has the better of it down the backstretch. Battle. Gerlach slides Brandon, and he couldn't hang on to it. Brandon goes back by, but Gerlach will go back to the cut down line. Pulls alongside Cody Parmley. Problems for the 16. He finds the fence out of turn number 2, and he's going to drop all the way back to 5th, trying to get the car righted. So Parmley has a problem. Silby grabs the lead, and can Silby finally get back to victory lane 2 times in a row and starts 99 and 100. He's got 7 laps to hang on to a 1.3 second lead. Bo Brandon recovering nicely. Oh, Josh Gerlach.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
Gerlach has all kinds of issues. I don't know what happened there. Going down the front stretch, he might have clipped the fence trying to get into turn 1. He runs very close to it out here. Oh, yeah, he did. And it pulled the right front around, and after that, car just out of shape. Parmley finds danger again. So Josh Gerlach's good night at Fairbury is going to come to a halt. That's going to close things up. Sylvie Brandon, Nelski, Parmley's back to 4th. Barros, Gebhardt, Krikorian, Spies, Yonke, and Brochart. The 10 cars. 5 laps, wave lap. When we get the green. Sylvie looking to go back-to-back for the first time in, it seems like, 100 years, but it hasn't been. Maybe this time, the D season of 2023. So it's been a while. The sweeps were the thing here not long ago because we were watching Parmley sweep. We were watching Brendan Rogers sweep nights. Somebody new going to sweep a night here. 5 to go. Parmley on the cut down line, closing back in. He takes 3rd. Didn't get to keep it. Caution. Wow, this looks like this could be a big one. We're just going to get in here and see. Gebhardt, Krikorian, Spies. Oh, another overcook, and then Yonke's in it. Yep. Krikorian and Gebhardt get together. Yonke gets a piece of it. Everybody drives away. But we're going to slow things down. It'll be 4 to go when we take the green. Parmley was coming. He had made the pass on Anelski coming out of 2 when the caution fell. So he's got to give the spot back and go back to 4. So Sylvie, Brandon, Anelski, Parmley, and Barros are the top 5. So we're going to get a quickie caution, get ready to go right back at it. Good start for Craig Sylvie.
Green flag, green flag.
Likes the bottom, especially in 1 and 2, and he gets a good run down to turn 3. Here comes Bo Brennan. Bo Brennan really likes the bottom as well. 3 to go this time. Parmley made a pass on the high side. Now gets it back through turn 2, and here comes Billy Barros. Parmley making a late charge. Going to try to steal the win here. He'd like to do to Sylvie what Sylvie did to him in the last one. Think he's going to run out of time. Laps are going to tick off faster than he can get there, but he may get Brandon. White flag this time. Sylvie's to it first. Parmley's to it second. Brandon third. Parmley down the backstretch needs to make up 0.6 of a second. I don't think he can do it. The Kiwi Conqueror sweeps at Fairbury. Parmley second, Brandon third, Anelski fourth, and Barros in fifth. We'll wait for the other drivers to show up. But we're going to bring him back up. Bo Brandon. A podium.
How you doing, Rob? Yeah, I got it back.
You were right there, man.
Podium number 1.
You were right there. Did you have any idea that Parmley was up there running that cut down?
I could hear him. With Parmley, he's usually the fastest on the bottom, so I figured, I don't know, I need to go back and watch the replay. It sounded like he was on the bottom in 1 and 2, but then he ran the cut down in 3 and 4, but maybe that was just
he ran the
what I
cut
thought was
down all
happening.
the way around. He actually ran the cut down in 1 and 2. I think he was running the middle bottom in 3 and 4 unless somebody was there. He was getting a launch down the hill, man. That's where he was catching everybody, was that launch down the hill from center of turns 1 and 2 out. He made the backstretch twice as long as it normally is.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I didn't really know where to go in the last 5 or so laps. I was just kind of happy to be on the podium. I kind of wasn't going to fight Cody very hard. I just wanted to get back to winning, even though it's not a win. It's I didn't want to catch a tire trying to go for a win and then end up 12th. I wanted at least to go home tonight with something to be proud of. So yeah.
Well, you're going to go home with a lot, my friend. Because you are going
Yeah.
home with the points lead.
That's helpful to know. Yeah, that's. I'll give up a shot at a win or second place even if I have to play it safer to get that. Then that's kind of worth it at the end. I don't know if I could have gotten by Craig on. I don't know if I could have gotten by Craig cleanly. Let's just say it that way. I could have wheeled him, but I don't race that way. So, I can't complain. Well, I can complain about the first race and the last chance qualifier, but
well, I was going to ask you about that really quick because you said, typically qualify pretty bad, yada yada. You were second slowest in qualifying, dude. And then you come home second or third tonight in the feature. Maybe that's not a horrible formula.
Yeah, maybe not. Either way, I'm gonna take it and look towards next week and hopefully close out the championship in style. So, props to everybody racing tonight. It was a good one. Well, one of them was a good one for me. Thanks to Varix.com for all your e-commerce needs. Mighty good marketing. I'd like to thank my wife, my parents, you, Roger, for broadcasting, Josh, Billy, and Robert, if he's still around ever, for running the best league on iRacing.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on a great restart to your podium ways and a nice recovery from session number 1.
Thanks, Roger.
That's Bo Brandon, the 49, finishing in third. And now we'll grab this guy, and I'll get what I got to get said quickly because I'm afraid if I give him the mic, we might not get him turned off. Oh, wait, no, I forgot who I was talking to. Cody Parmley, you did it. You had the front, and I did not see exactly what happened to you, but you fell from the lead to 5th there. Tell us what happened because we didn't get it on camera.
I was bored on the bottom, so I went to the top to see if it was any quicker. I was running that little cut down line. Craig was sliding up to the middle, and we just collected. But I don't know how I got back to second with that same line.
Yeah, well, you were making some hay, especially in 1 and 2. You were making the backstretch about twice as long as it normally is by using that cut down. You're getting such a straight launch off. I thought maybe another lap you might have been up there and had a good opportunity to challenge for the lead.
Possibly. I don't know. If the last caution wasn't thrown, I probably could have had a better shot, but it is what it is.
Well, still an awesome night, man. A couple of second places, and I know it's a long ways out in the championship, but in this league, you've shown out and really haven't been on off the podium very much. So kind of keeping that going here at Fairbury tonight.
Yeah, I'm just having fun. I mean, you don't got to win every race. It's just this is all for fun to me. So, yeah.
Well, an awesome run, man. We're looking forward to seeing what you do when we close the season out. Give us some shout-outs, some thank yous before we let you get out of here tonight.
Well, shout out Josh for hosting the race, and of course you for streaming.
I know what it's going to be. I could probably set it for you. I'd rather hear it come out of your mouth, sir. Another great night, man. I can't wait to see what you do next week to close the season as we start to get ready for the Mini Nationals.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens.
All right, man. Congratulations and thanks again. Cody Parmley, everybody. And now we'll get him up here. Man, there have only been 2 guys sweep in all of 2024 until tonight. He makes start number 99. He gets the win. He makes start number 100, and he's got to come from mid-pack in the second feature. Start 100 gets him win number 27. Kiwi Conqueror Craig Silby, you did it.
Boy, how about that? That is just the best. Thanks a lot, Roger.
Yeah, it looked like this place was really just kind of in tune for you to just kind of do what you needed to do. You really didn't put the car in harm's way. You didn't have a whole lot of trouble, and that kind of night looks like. I mean, it doesn't always pay off with the win. Tonight, it paid off with 2.
Yeah, you might have to ask my pit crew about the car. I think it's a bit broke. But those infield tractor tires, they're not too kind on the front end.
Well, I mean, it looked like it was driving pretty good. There was a couple of times where it looked like the bottom had so much grip, it was almost impossible to keep the front wheels down.
Oh, yeah, that was the hardest part about tonight. Like the setup that the Netcode Esports guys gave us tonight, it wasn't the sort of setup you typically run around here. And but hey, like we all made it work and we all had great fun.
Well, you get it done. You sweep. You join only 2 other drivers in the last 3 seasons to do that. Brennan Rogers and Cody Parmley. And you're only the 3rd driver to win a race in the 2024 C season. So, I mean, you're joining a pretty elite group with that.
Yeah, that I feel pretty proud to be part of that. That's these guys like it's a shame Brendan can't be here tonight because if he was here tonight, well, I think the show would have been another level again. But yeah, it's super difficult, but yeah, I'm proud to be part of that group.
Well, an awesome night, man. I know you got plenty of thank yous to throw around. We'll let you get to it and go celebrate a huge, huge night of racing at Fairbury.
Thanks, Roger. Josh Gerlach, Billy Barros, Robert Lynn, those guys run the #1 league on the platform, and look at how much fun we have. I can't wait to watch the footage on the Dirt Racing Network, on YouTube, on Facebook, wherever it is. It's going to be exciting to watch. And thanks very much, all the guys that turn up and race with us. Like, these guys just get better and better and better every race, and it just. You know, like I said before, like whether you're racing for 10th or you're racing for 1st or 2nd, it's the same. You know, these guys race hard and race clean, and it's just so much fun. Thanks very much, guys.
All right, man. Congrats on an awesome night, man. We'll look forward to seeing you to close the season out next week.
Cheers, Roger.
Kiwi conqueror Craig Silby sweeps at Fairbury. He'll be hot shoe next week when we close things out. Quick look at our feature results. There they are. Sylvie Parmley, Brandon, 1, 2, 3. Bo Brandon breaking back into the podium string, so he'll start that over. Anelski was 4th. Good run for Wayne in session 2. Barros 5th. Yonke was 6th. Spiess in 7th. Brochart 8. Gebhardt 9th. Krikorian 10. Gerlach dies a couple of laps from the end, and he'll come home 11th. Garrett Boyd with an early exit this evening will finish in 12th in the 2nd session. 1 week left. We're positive that Bo Brennan will have the points lead coming in. Can he win a championship and keep his Ironman points lead growing? We won't find out until we come back next Thursday night. I want to thank everybody for being here. Guys, without you, there's no reason to do this. Without all the great leagues like we just saw here with Netcode Esports giving us fantastic racing. There's nothing for us to cover, so everybody gets a big pat on the back for that. Till we see y'all the next time, which will be next Tuesday night at 8:30 Eastern for the ERA BF Hammers Super Late Model Series. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Super Late Model Series. I know they run some different mini ones. It's hard to keep up with. It might be the late model stock car. I'm not positive. I know it's one of them. But we'll be back then. Until we see you guys again, peace and love to everybody. Keep the rough side down as always.